Did you know you can eat a whole grilled sunflower head? And with my secret recipe, it is absolutely delicious. But you can't eat just any old sunflower. Lots of sunflowers don't even grow seeds. And you have to catch the seeds at just the right moment. Come with me to the farm. I'll show you how.
Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Welcome back to Linvilla, a farm you might remember from my strawberry episode of How Does It Grow? Farmer Norm Schultz grows dozens of crops, including these gorgeous sunflowers, from the classic yellow to these multicolored stunners. What we think of as a single sunflower is actually a cluster of up to 1,000 individual flowers. That kind of cluster is called an inflorescence. Most sunflowers are self-fertile, meaning they can pollinate themselves because they contain both male and female parts. With a little breeze and the support of pollinators, pollen will brush off the male anthers and fertilize the female ovaries, which grow into seeds. A single sunflower inflorescence can produce hundreds of seeds. Nearly 90% of commercially grown sunflowers in America are grown for oilseed. However, most of the ornamental sunflowers grown at U-pick farms like Linvilla have been bred to be pollenless, which means sunflower bouquets no longer stain white tablecloths, hooray, but it also means no more seeds. Or does it? Farmer Norm has noticed that some of his pollenless varieties will still set seed, and that's because pollen is making it over from some of the pollen-producing sunflowers he still grows on the farm. As the bees go from the pollen-producing sunflowers to the pollen-free sunflowers, they inadvertently pollinate both. By the way, even the pollen-free sunflowers still produce nectar, which is an adult bee's main source of nutrition. The bees carry it back to share with the hive, stored in their special honey stomach. Pollen, on the other hand, is something bees carry back specifically to feed their babies. Now, what exactly are we looking for in a great grilling sunflower? First of all, we need a sunflower that will produce seed, so typically not a pollenless type. Next, we need to catch the seeds at just the right time.
So the key in choosing the right sunflower is to catch the seeds before they're fully mature, before they develop their black shell. That shell is inedible. So this right here is too late. I just wanted to show you guys, if I can pluck out one of the seeds, they have this seed coat already forming around the tender middle. So what's going to happen is if I grill this, we're going to be sort of spitting out all these yucky shells. We don't want that. We want to be able to just bite right into the sunflower head. So this is what you're going to look for. As you take these flower bits off, they reveal, I'll pick one out for you, a really small but tender seed. My hands are all black from the sunflower, but a really beautiful, tender kernel. And you're just going to start by brushing off the flower parts to expose the kernels without trying to, you have to be gentle because you'll pull out some of the seeds by accident. You also take the fringe off, take these petals, which aren't actually petals, they're flowers in themselves, but that's for another video. You take all these off, the leaves off. The idea is to take off all the flower parts so you can expose the tender seeds. And don't worry about these green parts, they're totally fine. When you get towards the middle of the flower, if it's one where the seeds are very immature, if you pluck the flower part out, it might pull the whole seed out. So I'm just taking my chef's knife and kind of shaving off the flower parts. It's quicker too. Now that we've exposed the seeds, we're going to brush it with a very simple extra virgin olive oil that I have infused with 2 cloves of garlic. I have the recipe in the description below. It's so simple, guys. Just garlic infused olive oil, put it on the grill, and then we'll add some seasonings at the end. We want to add those seasonings at the end so that they don't burn as the sunflower cooks.
Feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
This is looking beautiful. We'll just give this another minute. Okay, so we grilled these for about 8 minutes at 350 degrees. We're going to finish them off with some very simple seasoning. We're going to use some parmesan, some grated parmesan, not only for the cheesy taste, but also as the salt. So don't be shy, get it in there, get it in all the crevices. And remember, we used olive oil, so it's going to stick. And then it's whatever seasoning you love. I love thyme. So I'm going to sprinkle a bit of thyme on this. And that's it, guys. We are ready to bite into it. Hopefully I'm not going to scald myself here. Now you eat this a little like an artichoke. You don't bite all the way through. You just sort of scrape the seeds off the top. Here we go. You've got the nuttiness of the seeds with a kind of green vegetable flavor. It's sort of unlike anything you'll ever really try. There's nothing that you can compare it to, but it's quite good. And see, I'm eating it by scraping all the way to the bottom here. You can see the seeds. Have fun with this, guys. Make it your own. Try different cheeses, try different seasonings, but do try it. It's really an extraordinary summer treat. Go back in.